I will. Hey, spent my 10. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Round 80! 44, come on! You can't block me! You can't block me!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. Let's go! 25-yard line.
They can't hang with us.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, Randall. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Fofo's the money! Like Fofo. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And when you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Matthews. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Hey, 626. Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go, go. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
And a big loss there on the pass completion. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
No. 319. Inside. Get that ball. Get that ball. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. 319.
Rodgers to throw once more. And Matthews makes the grab. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here, Mike. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got it. Again. Mike's 49. We need to get it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three.
Here's Allen. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Carson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. Randall, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Randall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 88. Check Mike 57. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, Mike 7.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No. Move 58. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Get 300. 49. Lost 49. Army.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Green 18. 49. Oh, here we go. Oh. Zoom. He's mine. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those
to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one is right through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Hey, 19! Mike, 34! Hey, come on, El,
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. All 52. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check it out.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
319. 44. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I want that.
Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Randall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
50 seconds to Mike. Yeah. Let's go, D.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers, Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This is Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 38, Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. They'll run here with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the screen. Pass.
From the 45 on second down, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And caught by Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
On 1st down, Allen, and a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Now it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. On the screen, this is Eckler. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers going to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
I got you.
Rodgers going to throw. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set it! 158! 49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
On 1st down, Rodgers looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The throw taken in by Cole. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Randall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Come get some. Come get some.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keelan Cole, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right here, side on the right, side on the right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Mike 52. Drop deep, drop deep. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check nickel.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Spoke 19.
Mike spoke both.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
It's Eckler again. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jackson,